Hello people, hello YouTube family. I'm Karen. I'm one of the peas in the three peas in the pot.
I'm the second pea of the pea in the peas in the pod, Monica.
And we're coming today to talk to you about a variety of things. One, bitches. Monica already elaborated on niggas. I like to add that I used to use nigga when I was younger, like in elementary, because I thought, and I came up like in the late 70s, early 80s, and I thought as I got older, it was the cool thing to do. Nigga, what nigga? And my little cousin that was under me used to say, niggy, yeah, niggy. I'm sorry. But as I got older and I started to develop a love for my black people, I took black history in junior college, and when I learned about my black people, the black reconstruction in 1800s, and how much our black people contributed to America, to the world, I was like, nigga, because nigga was derived from basically trying to break black people's souls. And like she said, I don't want to go on about it, you cannot dress up feces. You cannot put perfume on feces and make it smell good. But back to the topic, bitches. I used to do that too when I was in my teens. 15, 16, yeah, bitch, what, bitch? And we playing. And we used to break it down like, well, no, we can call each other bitches because we just playing, we homies, we know what we're using it for. But then on the same token, that homegirl or that so-called best friend or cousin you calling a bitch out of playing, they piss you off. Bitch is a different kind of way, so I used to justify and thought it was cool until this older man heard me and my cousin and some friends of ours calling each other bitch. I think I was 15 years old, and he said, he asked us who were we to each other, and were we really friends? How did we really feel about each other? And we told him, it's my cousin, my friend, whatever. We care about each other. He said, well, if you really feel that way about each other, why would you call each other bitches? And we tried to explain it, but the more that I tried to explain it and justify it, the more sillier it sounded. So from the time I was 15 to now, I don't use bitch jokingly. If I call you a bitch, I'm not playing. I'm really meaning you a bitch. And that's contradiction. I know it is. So I'm really trying to eliminate it out of my vocabulary, period. But we all said it, out of anger. But you can't dress it up. And anybody who considers myself a friend, considers me a friend, and I consider them a friend, and they're near and dear to my heart, you would never address me in that manner and say you're playing. Because to me, you can't play with the word bitch. I've heard people, females, call each other bitches and jokingly, but sometimes when I hear them directing that word to another female, it doesn't sound like a joke, even though they're trying to come off like it's a joke. So like I said, you can't dress that word up either. And bitch is a female dog. I'm not a female dog, and that's what the slave owners call women on the plantation. You were a bitch because all you were being used for was to get pregnant and keep their plantation striving with your children that were like probably a little beneath being a cattle. And then guys were called studs. What stud is a horse or something, a cow, a bull. You were used to impregnate the bitches to keep the plantation thriving. So if that's something you want to use to keep calling yourself and putting a little twist on it, we can say it. I mean, be my guest, but just don't say it to me. Just let the world continue to hear how ignorant you sound, but you're really not ignorant people. You're very brilliant, highly intelligent. Everything we do, we achieve greatness all the time. Whatever we put our minds to, we excel in whatever we want to do. So if you want to keep demeaning yourself like that and say we just, we can do it because we put a little twist on it, then that's you. But it's very ignorant. You want nothing to say? Remember, it can be edited.
I agree with Karen totally. That word, bitch, is what our forefathers were called by the slave master, their slave masters. Stud. That you were considered less than an animal. You know, black people, we need to heal from the slave mentality. We never healed. United States of America, the world has not let us heal from this.
We've never mourned. Black people need to mourn.
That's why we keep repeating the same mistakes, and we are still in slavery today. Not physically we aren't, but economically, socially, mentally, we are mentally enslaved. And until we learn from the past, we can excel and have a brighter future, have a brighter tomorrow. Why do we have powerful men and women, and I'm gonna go with the women. We had Harriet Tubman, a black woman who carried a shotgun, the Underground Railroad. And this is why I do not hate white people, because it was white people that assisted her in helping us get our independence and helping us get achieving our freedom. And Sojourner Truth, this woman did not have an education. She didn't even know how to read. But when she was a small child, her mama taught her how to. Her mama told her stories. She told her stories in the Bible. And this woman had an anointing, a gift from God. She went around the world. She spoke in the House of Congress. She spoke before white men. She had white women helping her. Susan B. Anthony, etc., 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 because she was for women's rights. She was an activist. What happened to our abolitionists? Am I saying it correctly? I'm sorry if I'm not. But what happened to our Paul Robesons? Josephine Bakers? What happened to people like that? Why? What? Money changed us? Forget this money, man. This money is killing you. If it's harming you like this, bunk the money and let's wisen up. I'm not saying be stupid and don't receive money, don't accept money, but come on. Let's stop taking this blood money. Don't let money make you. You make the money.
Use what you got and
get
what you want.
Don't love money. It's the love of money that's the root to all evil.
Like that saying,
you respect money, you can like money, but don't you love it, because that becomes your God. And that's why you sell your people out.
Like that saying, money is the root to all evil. How is that statement correct in any way, shape, or form? Money is not the root to evil. If you had a room full of money just sitting there alone by yourself, it's gonna sit there. It's not gonna do anything to anybody. Just like a gun. I mean, I'm not trying to be a crusader for guns. I'm just saying, until the person, it's the person who does evil with money. It's the person who will sell their soul for money. It's the person who would cut their own mother's throat for money. So money is not the root to all evil. It's the person's heart who has money. That can be evil or that can be good. So I really, please eliminate that statement. That is such an incorrect statement. Money is the root of all evil. Come on, don't blame it on money. It's you. It's you. It's the greed and lust for money that makes people do evil things. Put it that way.
Let's stop selling ourselves out for nickels and dimes,
for beans
and quarters, for nothing.
Your peace of mind and your soul is worth more than that. And it might sound like a cliche. It might sound like nothing to someone who doesn't have money right now. It might not sound like anything, but there are people in this world with money beyond our mind's comprehension still miserable. And you might be like, well, I would love to be a rich, miserable person. No, you wouldn't. I wouldn't want to be a poor, miserable person. I want to be satisfied. I want to enjoy life and not wake up stressing about bills. Come on.